Hey, did you ever do this when you were a kid? Plant a seed in a little Dixie cup and then it starts to grow a while. This is a watermelon seed. And eventually, if you want it to grow, you got to take it out of the Dixie cup, put it in a bigger pot. Well, it feels to me like that's where we are in our racial relations conversation. We need to jump out of our Dixie cup, make room for the roots to grow deeper. Here's what I mean. So most people in my generation, certainly my children's generation of suburban white kids, were taught to be nice to everybody, no matter what their skin color, no matter where they're from. In essence, we were taught to do no harm, and we thought that would fix things. And from my seat in the suburbs, it sure feels like it's made some difference over half a century. But it's also really clear that trying to be nice is not enough. For this racial justice tree to grow, it's going to need some deeper roots. So speaking up seems to be a good next step, moves us to a bigger pot. But I don't want to spend another generation kidding ourselves into thinking that now we've nailed it. We would never walk into a church and say, your youth ministry is suffering. But I think a few dozen well-worded Facebook posts will fix that. We know that climate and systems need deeper work than that. We know that systemic change happens over a significant period of time and only with sustained attention. So here's the question this morning. In addition to being nice, in addition to speaking up, does ministry architects, the champion of healthier systems and innovative change, have a unique role to play over the next few years? If we do, what does that look like? I don't know. Building a team that looks more like America might be part of the answer. We're working on that. Helping churches learn how to listen to missing voices in their community, maybe that's part of the answer. We're dipping our toes in that water right now with Flagler College. Pitching for a Lilly grant that focuses on racial reconciliation. We're trying that. Look, I know that racial justice is a big, dense question, but it feels like maybe ministry architects, you and I, have an opportunity to be part of the big, dense answer. So I don't know, maybe that sounds naive. Who are we? But you know, about 10 years ago, my dad plucked a cherry from a bush down in Miami, planted it in a Dixie cup, kept moving it to bigger pots. And look, here, this cherry tree, this one right here, came from that. This whole hedge came from a seed that was planted. So I don't know what a seed will do. Let's commit to being more than just not part of the problem. Let's even commit to doing more than speaking up. Let's figure out how to be part of the long-term solution. We know how to do that. Send me your ideas.